playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. First carry now for, and right away he lost the football, and it's scooped up by the Jets. And he takes it to the house. It's a fumble recovery for a Jet touchdown. Even the great ones, some of the best, they're not immune to the fumble, and here it really hurts them.
If the ball gets away from any runner's body, that's when the defense pokes at it, swipes at it, swats at it, and finds a way to create a big play for themselves.
Chris Nagar now for the extra point. He hasn't missed an extra point all season, and he won't miss this one either, and it's 7-0. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way, the fumble return for a touchdown. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. From the 6. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. There's the versatile back, Kareem Hunt, getting set with the rest of this offense for the next drive. He's probably a little angry at himself. It was his fumble, obviously, a moment ago that led to the scoop and score touchdown that has him down early.
And now we find out about the psychology aspect of being a coach. Because when you have a guy that's just happened, some people want to take him out of the game immediately. Others say, you know something? Let's feed him the ball again next series and see if he's going to be able to atone for it. Let's see what they decide to do.
The numbers on the ground for Hunt a week ago. 16 carries, 68 yards, and a touchdown.
11 touchdowns on the ground this season, and the pride really extends throughout the entire offense. And in this case, I'm focusing on the offensive line. The leverage, the ability to get downfield, make that extra block in order to give him more space to run. And really look forward to him carrying the football because they're going to get him to the end zone.
7 yards there and a first down. Handoff up the middle, Hunt. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. This defense for the Jets, they were terrific in the win over Tennessee a week ago.
And they needed to be because the game was a game we don't see very often anymore. Low scoring, slugging it out in the trenches. One play can make the difference type of a game, and each play took on more importance, and they got it done.
It's his first catch, and it'll be good for 15 and a first down. They'll go play action here with Minshew. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Minshew's throw into the hands of the receiver, Chenault. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Minshew sets to throw. Able to complete this to Chenault. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. 3 catches now this afternoon, the same number he had all of last week. Also, it's a first down. Hunt will try going up the middle. And he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down to the 31.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That was a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
Minshew, and that went off the mark, a little late with a throw.
When we talk with people about what we think the most important quality for an NFL quarterback to possess, what do people usually say?
Arm strength, and he showed the arm strength there.
Yeah, pretty good bullet pass he threw, but he wasn't accurate, was he? Listen, you like mobility, but accuracy, first and foremost. foremost is what a quarterback needs. He didn't possess it on that play.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
So now here comes the Jet offense as they get ready to take over. Under center is a 6'2", 225-pound signal caller, Aaron Rodgers. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. So, Charles, you talk about this offense, how well they've played. I mean, the defense, too, really. But they're sitting at 10-0 now on the year. 4-0, 5-0, that's nice. But once you start hitting double digits with these wins and no losses, I think the seriousness of the situation, it just has to win.
Yeah, when you do say 10-0, it can't scare you as a team. Just think about it this way. Most of the year, they've been playing to win their division and get to the playoffs. Now the playoffs are just about a foregone conclusion. So now they have to down-focus their thoughts about getting home field advantage and finishing unbeaten, and they need to make sure they keep it in that order.
Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains.
Good job there of getting his tight end involved because he lines up on the right side of the formation, just works his way across the field. I really like how they were in sync on that one. He spotted the open gap in the zone, and his quarterback found him, and they get a first down.
Now a play fake. Rodgers. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on second and less than a yard. First carry for the Iowa State man, Breece Hall. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks. The Jets with the football here to start the second quarter as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Rodgers. He's got the connection to Moore. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 4th and 4 coming up. The defense was ready for the run pass option. Diagnosed it perfectly.
Not only did they stop him up at the point of attack, but he was met by a host of light-colored jerseys.
Now Rodgers. This pass out wide to Hall. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. On the sneak, Rodgers. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the player to find a hole.
Getting 7 on the play. And with 3rd and 4 yard to go. From the gun, they'll try to run it. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. And he's got a man, Corey Davis. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. 2 minutes to play in this first half, 7-3, our score. Play action. formation. It's Rodgers. Looking left side, and it's complete. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Sets him up nicely. First and goal. It was a pickup of 14. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the second quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
They'll run with Hall, and they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. A loss of 2 there, second down.
Now that was a terrific play. We're down here near the goal line, and only one word comes to mind for me, and that's overwhelmed, because they absolutely overwhelmed the offensive line. He came free and made the hit in the backfield.
Now from the 9, here's second and goal. To throw is Rodgers. That's to Davis. He's got it. Touchdown, New York. Corey Davis, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to extend their lead. So, Charles, they had him double covered in the end zone. It still was not enough.
I wonder if they're thinking to themselves now, 2 didn't work. Do we go for 3 guys on him next time? Because he fought through all that extra attention, got himself into a great position where his quarterback felt confident enough to challenge the coverage and threw it his way. What a big-time play right there, both by the quarterback trusting it and by him going up and getting it.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive. And they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
From the 31, Minshew. And his throw is incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Now Minshew. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Hall. And the Jets are going to take possession of the football. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
The Jets going to take over now late in this first half. And now following that turnover, they've got an opportunity here to try to cash in with good field position before intermission. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. So after the INT, it's Rodgers. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leads them to 3rd and 9 looming.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
They fake the give. Now Rodgers out to his left. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by David Long. And the Panthers are going to get the football here at their own 23.
And that felt like a little extra pressure on that 3rd down attempt, and their mistake cost them points because they're inside the red zone. So you know you've got at least a field goal waiting for you. And in this case, they end up with nothing.
A little over 20 seconds remaining in the half as they'll line up here 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. They'll run with Hunt. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. So past the halfway point of the season and now past the halfway point of this game, we skip halftime and get right back to the action. Set to begin the third quarter. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So here are the Jets now to take over. They've got the lead yet again in this ball game with their winning streak right now sitting at 10. First and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down. On play action. Now Rodgers. And this heads straight to the sideline. I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, they won't. Here comes the flag. We saw it too. Nobody in the vicinity of that throw, and that earns him the penalty.
Yeah, you've got to at least get it close enough to one of your own guys in order to dodge the penalty.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call. They'll set up the screen for Hall. And down he'll go at the 25. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down. Here's the Jets punter now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
On the Jets sweep, here comes Moore. Oh, able to avoid it. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. Well, we've seen running backs in today's NFL get involved in the passing game. Maybe it's about time more receivers like that get involved in the running game.
And that is something we're seeing more and more in this league, no question about it. For the biggest of gains, it's enough to get them a 1st down. And it continues to test the defense. They have to think on every play about who might end up with the ball.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's Minshew. To the right side, and he's got Moore complete. Well, the pretty move couldn't create much space. Down just beyond the 35. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Looking to throw it. Minshew. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. He's going to have the Panthers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, we can talk about it like it's just a basic route, but how about the timing on this one? Lined up on the right, runs a deep in route, and how about the throw? Right on the money. Bam! Puts it right in there and on his hands. Nice completion. Really good pickup.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Out of the gun is Minshew. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
From the gun, Minshew to throw. And this is what here? Incomplete, they say. It looked like it was intercepted, but he apparently did not get the 2 feet down in bounds. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And New York set to take the field. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. Open man here is Conklin. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Jet first down. Hands it off out of the gun. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. On 2nd and 12, Rodgers on the slant. He's got Davis. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 40. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 right at the 40. And we're back now in Charlotte. It's Jet football as they've got the lead here, and we get set to begin quarter number 4. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. On 2nd down, a run with Hall. And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down. Stopped at the Panthers' 31. It's a gain of 6. Moves into a manageable 3rd and 2 situation. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what was said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3 and out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down.
To about the 26 here. At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here is stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do, late game situations, kicking situations, doesn't matter what it is, the things you have to do to win a game, and that comes up in that meeting, then you practice it, they've got to be happy to see it executed, being able to stay in bounds. I like the idea to mix it up from time to time, because let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution is a little lacking on this one, right? No matter what we look to the drawing board with that goal.
The offense on 3rd down, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. To throw, it's Rodgers. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. On 4th down, here's Chris Nagar for the Jet field goal. Nagar's kick is good, and they will stretch the lead now to 17-3. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
Well, a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete.
Out routes are always timing routes, and if the timing's off just a little bit, it can really throw off a play. It looked like he led him a little too much there.
Yeah, there was a fraction of a second because he caught it, just couldn't stay in bounds. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On play action, it's Minshew. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Carl Lawson with a little how do you do as he gets in there for the sack. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Looking to throw. Finding Hunt. Bulldozes past him. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. Minshew. Another completion here to Hunt. And he is going to have a Panthers first down. They needed 5 there on third down. He winds up getting 7. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far at second down.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Here's Minshew. He's going to let this one go deep. And oh no, it's incomplete. Well, it's a touchdown if he holds on, but somehow took his eyes off of it, falls to the ground, and brings up 4th down. Now Minshew. There's Tremble, the tight end. And they're going to move it down inside the 25. First down now, but that clock rolling. Minshew sets to throw. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Sauce Gardner picks it off. And the Jets are going to have it here at their own 15. And that one, Charles, is just going to about wrap up what was no doubt a dominating defensive performance.
Yeah, I don't care what team it is. I don't care who you play, whether they're strong offensively or not. Just giving up 3 points in the NFL, that's absolutely a dominant performance and one that they can build on.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And checking the timeouts, they do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. They'll start on the ground. Hall. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Well, the Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. Hall again on second down. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right, just us against the world, and get it done, how happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something, and they did in this one. On is the punter man as he boots this one away. Fielded just inside the 20. So it's a victory here for the New York Jets. And, you know,